question is, how do I be consistent with my training? I love this question. And when we sat down to answer it, I came up with a list of 5 things that I think are probably the best things for you to be doing to be consistent with your training. I want to be clear though, these are not hard and fast things. Not hard and fast. You have to find your 5 things. If the things that we talk about here are relevant for you and resonate with you, awesome, great stuff. If not, go find other things, okay? So number 1 thing that I have on my list over here behind the camera is to plan. Oh, this idea of planning, right? So a lot of the time, and it has been my experience with working within the fitness industry, that you get a lot of people that come in, they're exercising because they know they have to, or they're exercising because they should, or they're exercising because their doctor told them to, or they're exercising because they want to be healthy, but there's no actual plan to what they're doing. They're just kind of coming in, vaguely doing a bit of this, vaguely doing a bit of that, and not really working towards something. Get a plan, right? Have a plan and stick to it. Whatever that means for you, okay? Everybody's way of planning is different. Everybody's way of recording what they're doing is different. Everybody's way of working towards something is different. But it's always good to have a plan with what you're doing. Number 2, have a clear goal. Clear goal. This is super important. Again, and it comes, we've sort of said it already, if you're just vaguely working at the gym because somebody told you you have to, you are not going to be seeing results. So it is important to sit down and have a clear goal that you are working towards. And I want to be clear in this moment, that clear goal does not have to be somebody else's idea of what you should look like, okay? That clear goal needs to be your heartfelt, gut-initiated idea of what you are working out for, okay? Your reason for exercising and training and doing things and moving. I find, obviously, being a coach, I'm always going to say get a coach to help you narrow down what that goal is, okay? But I find it is much easier to get clear on what your goal is if you talk to somebody about it, have somebody who can really help you pull out exactly what that goal is for you. Because if we haven't had practice in getting clear on our goals, we tend to be quite vague and wishy-washy about them. So yeah, get clear on your goal and talk to somebody about it so you can get really, really clear. So I'll go back to that later. Number three on my board over here is intention. Go into every session with a clear intention of what it is that you are trying to do. And this comes from my martial arts experience as well as from my training and workout experience, which is, again, if I go into a session unclear on what it is that I'm trying to get out of that session, unclear of what it is that I'm trying to do with that session, unclear of what that moment is for me, I'm gonna get out of that session all of that wishy-washy, messy, non-clarity, if that's even a word, right? So, and particularly when I'm doing my martial arts training, my intention when I'm in that moment is to X, Y, Z, okay? So when if I'm training a particular color or a particular technique, my intention is to do it the best that I can, is to understand the waza in the way it is working, to understand my role in that and understand my training partner's role in that as well, and to understand, for me, one of the important things is to understand the efficiency of movement in that as well. If I'm the training partner in that moment, my intention is to be the best training partner that I can be, so that the person who is practicing the technique can get the best out of that moment as well. Be clear on your intentions moving into the moment so that you can hopefully get out of that moment the most that you possibly can get. Number 4 on my list of things is accountability. Keeping yourself accountable. If you are struggling with being consistent with your training, bring somebody in who's going to keep you accountable, okay? You know, for me, and this is totally my bag, right? If I don't have a training partner to meet, I will not do my workout, straight up. And I've learned that about myself. So I organize with different people to do different types of workouts when I'm on a training schedule. But when I have a clear goal and a plan, I set my intentions for the session and I make myself accountable for each and every session that I'm doing. I make sure my training partners show up with and they come in and train with me. Because I know if they don't show up, there's a high chance I'm not going to do that workout. That's how I keep myself accountable. You find what works for you. You know, I have clients who work with me online, and we have this program that we use. It sends them their workouts when they do a workout. You can tick it off as you go, and some of them love it. You know, and they go in, they tick it off, and it makes them feel really good. They get the payoff for it, they do the workout, they get the reward, and that is their way of doing it. That's how they keep themselves accountable. Personally, for me, not a huge fan of that system. For me, for my own workouts. As a trainer, love it, okay? But as a client, you know, yeah, whatever. I don't want to do your abs. I want to have a training partner meet me in the studio and do my workout. So find out what works for you and do that, but keep yourself accountable. And then number 5, and this I think is the most important one ever, which is practicing kindness and self-compassion. One of our core values here is you do you, which kind of means check in with yourself and be kind to yourself. Because we have this plan and a clear goal, doesn't mean you have to be doing 150% all the time, every time. For us here at the studio, if you're having a crap day, we go light and we work on form. If you're having an awesome day, we go heavy and go hard. For us as functional trainers, it is about learning to listen to your body, getting into your body and understanding how your body is functioning. And being kind to yourself and understanding that you can't be 100% every single day. That's not how it works. You know, some days you're recovering, some days you haven't had enough sleep, some days your 2-year-old's been kicking you in the back for 4 hours during the night because he couldn't sleep in his own bed, right? You're not going to be functioning at 100% on that day. And be kind to yourself and understand that my intention for this session is to just get through it, right? And some days, my intention for this session is to sit on the couch and eat ice cream, okay? Kindness and self-compassion really should be at number 1 on this list. For me, unless you are a professional athlete, you know, having to get up and do those workouts, is that helping you be functional in your entire life? You know, and that's just me poking people a little bit who can be very hard on themselves for not being, in inverted commas, consistent with their training. You know, what does consistency mean? What does it mean to be doing all of that? Yes, we're sticking to our plan. Yes, we've got a goal. Yes, we're making ourselves accountable. At the end of the day, am I being kind and compassionate towards myself with that goal and with my intentions of what I'm doing? So practice kindness and self-compassion. Plan, have clear goals, set intentions, make yourself accountable. Those are my 5 tips for being consistent with your training. If you've got any questions, wonders, or queries about what it is that we're doing here, or if you'd like us to answer a question for you, please put it in the comments below. Otherwise, subscribe and like, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.